Hi students, I am Roshan Chakra, software based professional learning classes. Today in this tutorial we are going to discuss about the control structure, and this lecture is especially for class 10 students, and it is the first chapter. And in this chapter we discuss about the control structure, especially what we mean by control structure. It is made by two words, one is the control and other the structure. Structure means the statement of the QBasic programming. When we work into the QBasic programming, then we use the if statement, if else statement, if else statement, different types of the looping statement. These are the structure. And control means maintain the statement by using the condition. All the control structures can be classified into two categories. One is the conditional structure, and the other is looping structure. Looping structure. When you work into the programming language, then you must need to know about the conditional structure and the looping structure. These are the basic statements of QBasic programming. Conditional structure means the statement which follows the condition. As for example, if statement, second if the else statement, next is if else statement. Okay, different types of statements are included into the conditional statement. Especially if statements, all the statements follow the condition. It is called the single condition statement which follows the single condition. Suppose in QBasic programming we are going to do different types of the program, odd even program, greater than or smaller than program, Fibonacci series program, factorial program, different types of program, and all programs are related into the separate statements. Suppose simple example, write a program to display odd or even. The if displays two odd, one is the odd, other is the even. In a situation, we have to use the if else statement. If else statement means two condition statement. Okay, this is the type of the control flow statement which displays true or false, off or on, yes or no. If the given condition is true, then it will display the if statement. Otherwise, it will display the else statement. The program which follows single condition, then if the given condition true, then it will display the if statement block. Otherwise, it executes next statement. Okay. Now, simply looping structure can be classified into different categories: for loop statement, while loop statement, do loop statement. Okay, these all are the parts of these, all are the products of the looping structure. The looping structure means all the loops. Loops means it is the series of statements. That means the program, if you want to print the list of series, that means list of odd values, list of even values, list of current values, list of factorials, then you have to use the looping because it prints the multiple values, multiple numbers. Okay, if you have to print the multiple numbers, then you have to use the looping. All the looping programmings have same functions, and otherwise all the loopings have same purposes. For loop can do the work of while loop, and while loop can do the work of do loop. Okay, that means all the looping statements prints when the condition of the loop is true. Okay, so these three are called the looping structure, and these three are called the conditional structure. The first part is called single conditional statement, second is called two conditional statement, and third is called multi-conditional statement. That means more than two. Okay, in our environment, we have to do many types of the programs. Some programs are related to the single conditional statement, some programs are related to two conditional statement, and many programs which is dependable into the multi-condition statement. Simply, we can take the example odd or if greater or smaller number. Okay, greater, smaller. First of all, I want to give some information. We have to print two values. First is greater, other is the smaller. So we have to use the two condition statements. Okay, just pass or fail. If the students pass or fail, if the students are obtained greater than 32, then the students will pass. Otherwise, the students will fail. That is, we have to use the two condition statement. Example of the multi-condition statement. Simple example: division, first division, second division, second division. Similarly, head. Okay, that is many conditions. We have to create the first division, second division, third division, head. That means we have to use the four conditions here. Okay, first condition greater than 16, greater than 16. Second condition greater than 45. Third condition greater than 32, and otherwise the head. That is many conditions we have to follow here. Similarly, these statements are using into the QBasic programming. Now, I am going to start if statement. What is if statement and what is the syntax of the if statement and how to design the program by using the if statements. Number one, if statements. We can define it by this is a type of single conditional statements. Single conditional statements which in this statement, if the given condition becomes true, then it executes if block statement. Otherwise, that means when we write simply in syntax, if condition, suppose you follow the condition, okay, according to program, pass or fail, greater or smaller, or even any. If the condition is true, then print what? Statements block. And if always terminated with if statement, we are already doing. That means it is the ending statement of the if statement. This is called the if block statement. Okay. And it is the ending statement of it, and we have to follow the condition here. Okay. So simply here is given. If the given condition becomes true when you make the program, if the given condition becomes true, then it will display the statement, the given statement. That is, we can follow any condition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 multiple statements we can use here. Otherwise, it executes. We can write here. Otherwise, it executes from if block statements. Okay, if block statement. This is the definition of if statement. Okay, it follows single condition. It checks the condition. One thing you must need to know for all the programmers: keep programming any programming language uses the language translator. Some programmings are using compiler. Some programmings are using interpreter. Okay, the QBasic programming always uses interpreter and it checks the code Okay, and check the code. If the condition is true, then it displays the given statement. Otherwise, it excludes from the statement. Okay. Now, simple program. Simple program of if statement. You can take simple program plus one. Number one, CLS, it's clears the string. Okay. Enter input. Input is the statement. It is the input statement. It is the device input output statement which is used to read the value from the keyboard. Enter the marks in percentage. Enter the marks in percent. Double quotation. First you think must need. Programming is especially you must need to give the focus in code. It is a statement. It is the statement of QBasic that is called the result word. CLS stands for clear the screen. It is not necessary to write, but it is also a statement. And when we run the program in many times, then it erases all the previous output of the output stream. And this section is called the string expression. It is expression. One thing, expression is always included within double quotation marks. Enter the marks in percentage. It is the string expression, QBasic expression. And this is the variable. Close semicolon variable. You can take any variable. Okay, PER. The PER is the variable. It is a single precision variable. Okay, different types of variables we are using in QBasic program. Okay, it is a single precision variable which is the default. Now we can use the condition if PER is greater than or equal to 32. Okay, simple. Then if always ends with then statement. Okay, after last statement then print what? Print what? Pass. That means student is pass. In which condition? If the given condition becomes true. Suppose students has given the marks in different subjects: math, English, science. Okay, and total percentage mark is obtained is 42. PER is 42. It will check what is PER. It is the variable because variable always stores the value. The value is 42. The PER equal to 42, and it check that is 42 greater than 32. Absolutely right. And it will print false. It always ends with in if statement. Okay. And when we run this program, then it will demand. When we run this program, then it will display the message into the output screen. That is enter the marks in percentage. Output. How to display the output? Enter the marks in percentage. Yeah, percent. Just it will display this statement. That is string expression. Suppose we have typed 60. Okay. Now it will check. Now compiler will go into the second line. If PER is greater than 32, if this condition is true, 60. Yes, because 60 is greater than 32, then it will print box. This is the output of this program. Okay, next output. Suppose we have used only 20. Percentage is 20. It will say if PER is greater than 32. No, that means condition becomes false. Hey, then it will go out of the statement. That means nothing will display. Okay. Now today we have learned about the if statement, what is the control structure, what is the if statement, else if statement, else statement, and looping structure. And in next tutorial we will discuss about two conditional statement, that is the if else statement. Thank you.